Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Frugal.od with myself, Dylan. Tonight, you're joining us. Is comp night. Our venue's been moved due to the adverse weather conditions. So yeah, we've been moved to Norton, which makes it a one rod comp. And I've turned up pretty early. I'm a good hour early. I wanted to have a little bit of a nose and basically show you guys where we're fishing, do a little bit of footage, and I can chill. But from here, looking down there, it's pretty sheltered. We're sheltered from the wind, and the sea doesn't look too bad. We're going to be fishing low up, and Norton has a bit of a tendency to the tide turns a little bit earlier, and then it pretty much becomes unfishable. So we're fishing till 12 o'clock tonight, 6 till 12, but the likelihood is some of us might knock on the header about 11, but the opportunity is there to stay till 12 if you're not doing very well. So we'll see, but let's have a nose. So as you can see, the sea looks pretty calm. There's still an awful lot of water in here. Considering low tide, I think, is in about 2 hours. There's a lot of water in here. But yeah, it looks super fishable. Sometimes on these bigger tides, it's a big tide tonight. Sometimes on the bigger tides, it sort of floods itself out. So although you'd think it would be raging, sometimes it doesn't. It's a little bit hit and miss, but there's a tiny bit of weed in the water, not a lot, which is pretty good because the weather's been horrendous. I mean, we're talking 50-mile-an-hour winds yesterday and this morning, but it is super sheltered down here. Buzzing. I'm really excited. So I'm going to go back up to the van, start getting my bits together, and then sit and twiddle my thumbs until everyone else turns up, which is going to be in about, I don't know, an hour, 45 minutes. Oh, there we go. So I've been drawn pretty much in the middle. So I've just taken a walk. You can see I'm pretty much right in front of Norton Grange, I think it's called. So yeah, so we're fishing at not Fort Victoria, fishing at Norton Wall, which is pretty much halfway between Fort Victoria, which is that away, and then you've got Yarmouth there with Yarmouth Pier coming out. So yeah, hopefully, we just heard that some decent fish came out last night from here, so fingers crossed we all get into a fish or two, and we can get on the board and keep that good luck going, because I'm second at the moment. So hopefully I just need one fish and I can hopefully sort of stay somewhere. Top half would be nice. So let's get set up. One rod, nice and easy. Right, there we go, one rod all set up, ready to rock and roll. So let's have a quick look. There we have it. So I am using the Competition Match GT tonight because it's a one rod comp and there's a chance of a ray. It's normally quite tidal here, but as you can see at the moment, it's very, very still. So it might be all right. But I have, ta-da, put on a casting cannon, which actually I probably should have had a practice cast before I baited up, but never mind. I'm sure we'll get on all right with it. If not, I'll be cutting it off with my knife. So yeah, so Competition Match GT, which is a 13.9, I think it is, 13'9". Shimano Speedmaster 14,000 with 25 pounds straight through. And then on the end, I've got a 3-hook flapper clip down, which has got ragworm on each hook, size 2 hooks, small hooks, tip with squid, plain, tip with mackerel, on a 5-ounce lead. My plan of action is, hang on one second. So yeah, my plan of action is, while it's still light, I'm going to fish some smaller hooks with the worm. Not very far out. I'm not going to whack it. There's always water here, so if there's fish, there's going to be fish. So I'm not going to whack it too far. The tide is still on the way out, I think. Might be getting nearer the bottom of the tide, but when it does turn, which is probably in half hour, an hour, then I'll start fishing with some ray baits, get that first hour of the flood on some rays, if there's one about. So I've got sand eels, I've got squid, and I've got one mackerel. So basically I can just chop and change. I've got my long my long loop rigs that have got a 2/0 panel on the bottom, so I don't even think I'm going to fish a pulley panel. I think I'm going to fish between loop rigs, 2-hook flapper and a 3-hook clip down. As soon as I get a fish on that, hopefully on that small hooks and weigh in, then I'll just go bigger baits. Just see how we got on. I think there's plenty of dogfish came out, a couple of rays maybe came out last night, so chances of getting a dogfish are pretty good. Just hopefully we can get some in and get on that board. Right, there we go. So I've got 2 spare rigs on my tripod. I haven't baited them up yet. I'm not going to bait them up until I need to. Well, I'll bait them after I've cast one out, sort of thing, so then it's ready. I'm going to try and change my baits every 20 minutes on the money. So I'm probably going to set my stopwatch on my phone and change them every 20 minutes. That's my plan. And then we've got, so second ring that's going to go out is a Portsmouth loop rig, which has got little size 2. They're actually crab hooks, but they're a really nice shape and they're very fine wire. So I'm going to put worm again on those. Probably get 3 casts with worm, I think, tipped with different things. And then I'll start firing out some bigger baits. That's the plan. Probably change straight away, but we'll see how we get on anyway. I think we've still got maybe 10 minutes to go. Rain is due at 10 o'clock, so we'll see how we get on, but it's supposed to be heavy. I've got my shelter, so I might get the camera in the shelter. There's no wind, there's not a breath of wind, so hopefully we can stick it out to the end in the rain, still get some footage, and hopefully show you some fish. There we go, 6, just turned. Got it! Right, let's game on, let's see what happens.
Here she is, in the water, safe now, I can leave it. That's all right.
Well, I tell you straight away, I don't like that casting cannon. Right, well, we're out. I'm not entirely sure about that casting cannon right now because it felt completely different. But I'll see how I get on with the next couple of casts, see if I can tweak it a bit. I'm probably maybe 60 to 80 yards out, not very far at all. I didn't give it a whack. But yeah, very, very different. Not what I was expecting at all. But we'll see. So it's been in for 20 minutes. And I'm reluctant to change it. Nobody's changed their bait yet. So I'm going to leave it out there. I'm going to wait until maybe Tom changes his bait and then I'll change mine. Right, I'm going to freshen these up. I said that I was going to keep fresh baits going out all night, and that's what I intend to do. I don't think anyone else has reeled in yet, so I'm going to probably be the first. About 25 minutes has been out there. Well, that worked a bit better that time. Well, maybe a bit of crab activity. So I just chucked the 2-hook loop rig out there now. Baited up the 3-hook flapper again with worm. And then I might start chucking out some fish baits. Tide hasn't properly turned yet, so I'm just going to hold out until as soon as that tide turns. Then I'm going to try and go with some like bit better baits. Yeah, some sand eel and squid wraps and stuff like that. But we'll keep persevering and hopefully something will show up. So I think the tide has finally changed. It's definitely turned. You hear it in the tide, you start getting a few ripples coming in and the dirty water started to move up past me. It's gone past Tom and now it's moving towards Bill. So the tide's definitely turned. I've got another worm bait I want to whack out. And then I'm going to go on to some squid and sand eel wraps, squid and mackerel wrap. Yeah, try and stick to the plan. See if we can get fish. Right, let's just quickly show you this one. So this is my next rig that's going to go out because it's pretty dark now. So that is the 2.0 loop rig, but it's got a panel on the bottom. That is squid and mackerel wrap. So it's not very big bait, and that's a much smaller bait there. See if we can see it clip. There the hook is. There we go. That's a 2.0. So it's quite a small bait. That's a small sand eel wrapped with a tiny little strip of squid. And hopefully that will do the business. Yeah, nothing as yet. Hour in. But it's glorious at the moment. It's a real shame the weather's going to come in, because at the minute I'm still in a hoodie. There's not a breath of wind, and we still haven't got any rain. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, it will stay like it. But it's due to come in at 10 o'clock and bad. So but I haven't heard anyone hollering yet, so I don't think anyone's had a fish. And that's the beauty with everybody fishing on the same beach. You know about it when somebody's caught, and it all goes down the line, and you kind of know what's going on throughout the evening, so it makes it far more enjoyable in my personal view. But I haven't fished the other comps really, so I don't know what it's like to fish around and go off on your own and go to different places and fish, and then just sort of meet up at the end for the weigh-in. But yeah, I enjoy this, so I'll be sticking to it. I think we're getting a bite. Yeah, it's definitely something having a look at it. Well, I've only got size 2 hooks on there, so I'm hoping something will take it. But a couple of definite little rattles. It could be weed going down the line, but I was just about to change that bait then as well when it started getting a bite, so I'm going to give it another couple of minutes and then I'll bring it in and change it. It's time to get a light on, I think. Well, it's a tiny little pouting. Can't weigh it in because it's too small, but I can use it for bait. And as there's a couple of undulates lurking around, I think that will come in quite handy. There we go. So that is poor little pouting ready to go out. I've taken his tail off because then that's going to let some of the blood and scent out, and also it will stop him flapping around a little bit if he is still conscious. That's on a 4.0 pulley pennel, and these were kindly made for me by Nigel, so massive shout out to Nigel. Thank you, buddy. Sent me some rigs, and you did say it's your favourite ray rig, so let's find out. Oh, there we go, cool. So there's a couple of fish come out now. Steve over there, he's had a little strap conger, and Nick's had a dogfish. So I've had a little pout, but I can't weigh that in. So I just want to get a dogfish or a strap conger, to be honest, so I can just weigh in and then I can relax. But yeah, that's a good sign anyway. There's definitely a few fish out there. So there's one to the left and one to the right. So hopefully we'll get one in the middle. It's staying well deep. What's that? Bloody great crab, I think.
Hey?
Bloody great big spider crab. Tasty. He's lost one of his claws. That's alright, still plenty of meat in it. Yeah, that we're coming home. Well, these puppies have come in early. That's a fair sized crab. Not massive, but it's in size, so I'll be taking it home for food. Looks like we got crab pasta. Yeah, I've got to be honest, I wasn't expecting to get a big old spider crab just yet, but there we go. Hopefully there's not too many that we've got to battle through them, but I mean, I'll take it because it's food, but I'd rather get fish to weigh in. Oh no, that's a bite. Oh yeah. Oh, go again. That was a great bite. Yeah. Oh, gutted. I missed that one. Cracking bite. Held on to it, felt it go, pulled in, nothing on there. But at least it's a good sign. There's a couple of decent bites there. There's a few dogfish and a few straps come out now all the way around. I keep hearing people shouting and hollering and stuff, so I'm hoping it won't be too much longer. But yeah, gutted to miss that one. It was on a 3-hook flapper. I think I had a squid head in the middle, rag, just straight rag on the bottom, and rag tipped with a bit of sand eel and squid on the top. I've got a feeling it went for the top one. Oh no, here comes the rain. The rain's coming. I'm gonna have to cover this up. I'm just getting a bite as well at the same time. Cover you up for a minute. Oh. Well, I've got the camera in my little very rubbish beach shelter because the rain's coming. It's not even coming down too heavy yet, so I could have probably waited, to be honest, but I wanted to try and keep it rolling in case I actually caught something so I can at least show it. I just won't be able to show any bites, so but yeah, I had a decent pull down there. Doom, doom, doom. Should have left it, but held on to it. I felt it go. Pulled it, nothing. So I've missed like 2 bites. I mean, it's a good sign. There's fish out there. I mean, we're pretty much midway through, so I would have liked to have thought I would have had something by now. So just gonna have to keep pushing on, and with fingers crossed we can get something. Ah, there we go. How's that? You can kind of see the rod tip. I'm almost having to get down pretty low to get to see the camera, so my face is super close. But yeah, there we go. That's right. You can see the rod tip above my head. At least we can. Hopefully, you can still get a bite then, if I actually get one. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. You never know. It's starting to rain quite heavy now, but I don't really mind. We got a good 2 hours and 45 minutes left, so hopefully in that time I can just get one fish. Look at it. Let's sort out some completely fresh bait on this. Right, it is absolutely heavens have opened. I'm just changing up to a 6-ounce lead as well. That tide is starting to rage. Rod's hooping right over, as you can see behind me. And I think I've picked up, there's a lot of eelgrass in the water tonight. So, like I say, with all these big winds and big storms that we've had, yeah, I think it's going to be quite a bit of it out there. And I haven't got my hood for my coat because it's in the van. Yes, it's all going on. It's great. Love fishing. Oh dear. Well, it's not very pleasant fishing at the minute. tide is pulling. You got fish on, have you, Tom? Nice, buddy. Well done, mate. Tom's just landed a fish. Well done, buddy. Bring her on over and we'll get her weighed in. She's got dogfish. Got to do this quick because I think I might have a slack liner, but I can't believe that Tom has just caught a Black Bream in March at 13.5 ounces. Banging, mate. Well done, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, wow. How about that? Bloody bream. That's amazing. I was just saying, because I had a really sharp bite earlier, so could have even been a bream then, but I didn't hook it. But yeah, Tom's doing really well now. That's amazing though. A couple of bream, and like I say, bream they're not normally around in ones, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if somebody else pulled one out as well. But super early, and at night time as well. I mean, I've had bream at night before, but they're normally later in the season. But epic, absolutely epic. Oh, right, we're just about getting into the last hour now. Rain's come in again. But yeah, I'm still buzzing actually to be seeing a bream. So obviously I've chucked out some smaller hooks with some squid and some mackerel on in the hope that I might be able to pick one up. That's the beauty about all fishing on the same beach, is we all sort of chat and let each other know what we're catching stuff on. But yeah, it's been really slow for me. Bill's blanking next to me as well, and a couple of the guys to my left have caught fish, but then for the rest of them all the way down the end no one's weighed in, so very slow all round. So at least it's not just me. Wow, hello. How are you all doing? It's absolutely piddling it down. I still haven't caught a fish, so I haven't weighed in. Well, I've caught a fish, I just haven't weighed in. We've got half an hour left, so I've got another rig baited up. I'm just trying all sorts now. I think I've got a piece of mackerel on one hook, worm on the bottom hook, and a piece of squid on the middle hook. So I'm going to whack that out in a minute. Like I said, I've just chucked out the loop rig. And see if we can't get real super lucky on the last cast. But then, let's say last comp out, I didn't catch anything for the last half hour. I don't think I can rely on doing it twice in a row. I think I'll be pushing my luck. But you never know, you still might catch a fish yet. But look at this, you can't even see it, it's glorious. You might be able to hear it, I don't know. Oh yeah, and I've cut off the casting cannon. Didn't get on with it at all. Just didn't feel right. Whether I've got it in the wrong place or not, but I followed instructions. I've seen loads of different YouTube instructions and stuff, and I've gone back with the glove because yeah, just didn't feel right to me.
Oh, I just had a bite. Yeah, I just had a bite. I think so.
Don't know, it might have just been weed going down the line. No, that's a bite. Oh, well, we've got about, Bill's just giving me a time check, we've got about 5 minutes. I think I might be getting a bite. It also could possibly be weed running down the line because the tide is really pulling now. It's turned, it's on the way out. But it definitely looked like a bite. I'm going to give it a bit of line again. But yeah, definitely looked like a couple of pulls. So, but yeah, more than likely it's weed just running down the line, and you get that pull down. But I'm going to reel it in anyway. We got like 2 minutes, and I've got to land it and weigh it before 12. No, that is a bite. I think so. It does look suspiciously like a bite. Yeah, look.
I've got a fish on here. Let's have a look. Could just be weed. More than likely. See you later, mate. Have a good one. Man, this is heavy. Yeah.
Yes! 30 seconds to go. We weighed in. Can I grab you a minute, Tom? It is absolutely leathering it down, but I've weighed in 13 ounces. That's it, done, packing up. Right, so thank you ever so much for sticking with it. Thank you for your support, as always. It's been epic. I need to pack up. It's absolutely piddling it down. I'm absolutely drenched. So see you on the next one. I'm out on Monday. It's Saturday tonight. Out on Monday. Let's go and have an easy session and try and get out of this rain. So till then, take care, stay safe, and maybe see you out there. Cheers.